I'm with Christopher Sasha, and we're having a little Blab session. How are you, Christopher?
Doing great, Danny. How you been?
I've been great. It's a beautiful Saturday here in Chicago, and we're here on Blab. Now, Sasha, you've written a book. You're traveling all over the country. You're speaking. You're presenting. You're on Facebook. You're on iHeartRadio. Tell us a little bit about the book and how things are going.
The book is called Transforming Your Lifestyle One Belief at a Time. It's basically a Health 101 book. And what it was, I started off as being a personal trainer, and I've been a trainer for about 18 years, 20 years now. And the book, what it was just a collection of all the health questions I was asked throughout my tenure of being a personal trainer. And when I was organizing all these questions to put the book in order, I noticed that there's a lot of questions that were the same from various different people. So I knew that people didn't really know.
In all different demographics.
Right. I mean, it wasn't just my clients. It was also people I met on a plane, other cities, wherever I was. Whenever they find out that you're a personal trainer, that usually takes the conversation at a dinner table.
In a whole different direction, yeah.
So
I remember the CEO that you met on a plane, and then you were flying back and forth and training the CEO for a long time, helped him lose weight, helped him his life, the whole thing, and transformed his life. So it falls right in with that.
It's amazing when you change your physique, your mind changes also. And if you change your mind, your physique can change with that as well. So there's a strong connection between your mind and body. And unfortunately, here in the States, we segregate the mind and body. And we go to a doctor for health issues. We go to a psychiatrist for mental issues. And it's just not the way the body works, because our bodies are a systemic machine. So we need to learn how to collide both of these and mishmash, and that's what functional health is all about. Functional health is about putting everything together so that the system works in a healthy manner.
So you're speaking and you're going out on stage and you're doing these live events. Is it for like one type of group? Is it are you with like medical professionals or physical fitness professionals mostly?
It's actually a mix of everything. Like this next talk that I have in a few weeks, it's going to be mostly doctors, which is going to be interesting because I go against a lot of what doctors say, because doctors only go to school for two things, which is prescribe medications and surgeries. They're not taught anything about lifestyle or about health. They're taught about creating health through chemistry, and that's not the way our bodies work. We have to create our health through lifestyle interventions and not drug interventions.
Right. Now, when you're on stage and you're presenting, I know you like to keep it kind of relaxed, like a relaxed professional session, and you kind of let anything go with questions from the crowd. Now, you get some very serious questions on, this is happening to me right now. And so how do you deal with that? How do you deal with somebody that throws this, heavy life choices, life thing at you? How do you deal with that?
That's a really good question. And what happened a few months ago at one of my talks, I have a passion for type 2 diabetes because I know for a fact that you can reverse type 2 diabetes without medications. In fact, if you go on medications, it's hard to get off, and you'll never get off medications. You'll never reverse your disease. You'll just, your body will slowly dilapidate. And it's called the wasting disease because your organs start shutting down. You start getting amputations, blindness, kidney failure. And 75% of deaths from type 2 diabetes are heart attacks. So it's a lot of inflammation in there. So one of the attendees had type 2 diabetes, and he was on 3 different medications, and he didn't see any hope. He kept gaining weight. Weight gain is also associated with type 2 diabetes. So what we did is we started getting blood work and seeing where his glucose levels, insulin levels were, where his CRP, his inflammation levels were. And we started going with the diet first, and then we started doing some exercise, because most diabetics at that stage, they have a hard time exercising because they're out of air, they're out of breath, because
right.
blood cells are being hijacked by glucose instead of oxygen. So they're not getting the oxygen into their lungs or into their cells throughout their entire body. So they're tired all the time. And this is why it's a wasting disease, because the cells aren't getting the nutrients through the oxygen. So they're killing off. So we started working with this diet first, and we started getting him just to walk. Just by walking, we got him to do a pedometer, We got a pedometer for him and have him doing 10,000 steps. He couldn't do 10,000 steps at first. He could only do 5 throughout the day. And then we got him up to 10,000. He started losing weight. Within 1 month, he lost 10 pounds just from walking 10,000 steps.
Wow. And I remember you had talked about this, and you had other people. When you say we, you bring other people in. You have a yoga person that you've worked with. You've had a chiropractor that knows some stuff and that you believe in. And this is not just you alone as the author of this book, talking to somebody or standing next to them, handing them a dumbbell saying, 5 more curls. It is a team that happens, right?
Correct. I've got a chiropractor, like you said. He does a lot of blood work. He also specializes with type 2 diabetes. I have a yoga instructor. I have a meditation instructor. I have a hypnotist. So we can work on your personal beliefs. And you're right. It's not just me. It's a whole team. So I should say that not just me doing it. It's my team and myself are doing it.
Right. Well, this has been a great talk. If somebody wanted to get hold of you personally, we've got your Twitter handle there. I guess you want them to follow you on Twitter, right? So at Christopher Sasha, and I think that's really all we wanted to talk about today. We're going to do this again, and you've got these Sundays with Sasha coming up, where it'll just be free form and questions and follow up, I guess. Mm-hmm. Yep. This has been great, Sasha. Thanks so much for being here. It's just every time I talk to you, there's so much more to talk about, but you got to cut it somewhere. So thanks for being on, and we'll talk soon.
Talk soon, Danny. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.